What's up, YouTube? My name is Vinny Frazier, also known as Vincentius Music, here with my beautiful fiance
Becca,
and we are Real Reactions. Blah. What's up, YouTube? Thanks for coming to our channel today. Real Reactions here, and today is R3alFam Friday, getting into Chance the Rapper, the Heart and the Tongue. Officially welcoming Chance the Rapper to the channel. Released 2 years ago, 4.4 million views. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like the video in the description that we are reacting to, and don't forget, if you change your perception, you can change your reality. Not sure if either one of us have ever heard this, man.
Yep, not quite sure.
My heart and tongue are fighting, my mind is undecided. It's not like Trump and Biden, it's more like something private. Like when your cousin's fighting, one of them get excited. You can't just jump the gun and pick a side and jump inside it. Remember Pontius Pilate hung a god and justified it. The truth.
Hold up, what?
Hung something and justified it.
Private, like when your cousin's fighting, one of them get excited. You can't just jump the gun and pick a side and jump inside it. Remember Pontius Pilate hung a god and justified it.
Remember Pontius Pilate hung a god and justified it. We gotta research that later.
Yeah.
And pick a side and jump inside it. Remember Pontius Pilate hung.
That bar right there, like, there's two sides to each story. You can't just pick one side and then jump in and go against the other person, right? Like, I really like that bar right there.
Yeah.
You can't just jump the gun and pick a side and jump inside it. Remember Pontius Pilate hung a god and justified it. The truth is slow cause someone's always in a rush to hide it. The lies is golden cause the devil got a touch of Midas. The soul is brighter cause the Holy Ghost is ultraviolet. The tongue is...
Bro, I've heard a lot of Touch of Midas bars in rap, man. I feel like that was one of the heavier ones I've ever heard. That's fucking hard.
The truth is slow cause someone's always in a rush to hide it. The lies is golden cause the devil got a touch of Midas. The soul is brighter cause the Holy Ghost is ultraviolet. The tongue is violent when the spirit starts to hunger striking. The thunder lightning makes the heart go under bunkers hiding. The lungs are silent when it hears the footsteps of the giants. And then the fingertips they twist up like Poseidon's trident. Remember safety if you ever running from the titan. Remember Mookie if they ever come to cut the hydrant. They cut the heart out with the tongue, they want it undivided. You better not start, you make a fuss, you end up uninvited.
That's in bars, dude.
Fucking just back to back, man. Just hitting them. That was tight. And this cadence too. Da 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 da. Just fucking beautiful.
And then the fingertips they twist up like Poseidon's trident. Remember safety if you ever running from the titan. Remember Mookie if they ever come to cut the hydrant. They cut the heart out with the tongue, they want it undivided. You better not start, you make a fuss, you end up uninvited. My heart and mind are beefing. I call them rhyme and reason. They always going head to head. I'm trying to Siamese them. My father got a special set of skills like lion.
Come on, that was I'm calling him rhyme and reason. Because he's so good with it. Like, he's so good with his rhyme, but then he thinks before he talks, and then his head, you know, like, that's a bar too.
Yeah.
My heart and mind are beefing. I call them rhyme and reason. They always going head to head. I'm trying to Siamese them. My father got a special set of skills like Liam Neeson. He told me faith and squinted eyes could turn a blind Venetian. I seen a sign, I'm in the den, I'm with the lion sleeping. I seen the wine, I seen the water turn to bright Tahitian. The heart is somewhere on Hawaiian beaches, tying pigeons to the giant peaches. I want the beat to feel like diegesis. I'm tired of politicians trying to sell us diet Jesus. That's like dialysis was trying to sell us diabetes. Act like you was born yesterday and you gon' die a fetus. And mine's philosophy is old, the stylus of my lips.
Act like you was born yesterday and you're gonna die a fetus. Man, he's going in. It's cool. What it is, I think what's so captivating is how subtle he is about it. How he's just like, blue is blue, green is green. But then when you're actually listening, it's like, oh shit, like, yeah, it's awesome.
The giant peaches. I want the beat to feel like diegesis. I'm tired of politicians trying to sell us diet Jesus. That's like dialysis was trying to sell us diabetes. Act like you was born yesterday and you gon' die a fetus. The mind's philosophy is old, the stylus of my leaders. The mind is quite elitist, that's why they like quiet preachers. They buy our leaders easier than I could buy a feature. That's why the genius always end up on the tightest leashes. That's how I wrote my...
Goodness gracious.
God damn, bro. Yeah. That's why the genius always end up on the tightest leashes, but man.
The mind is quite elitist, that's why they like quiet preachers. They buy our leaders easier than I could buy a feature.
Your mind is quite elitist.
Elite, yes.
That's why they quiet preaches.
Mm-hmm.
Gon' die a fetus. The mind's philosophy is old, the stylus of my leaders. The mind is quite a...
That's over my head right there.
Gon' die a fetus. The mind's philosophy is old, the stylus of my leaders.
Right there.
The mind's philosophy is old as Thales of Miletus. How old is that?
He's a philosopher.
The mind is quite elitist, that's why they like quiet preachers.
The mind is quite elitist. That's why they're like quiet preachers. Because mind to word to manifestation.
His right here.
Born 624 to 620 BCE. Died c. 548, 545 BCE.
Based on water as the essential of all matter, with earth a flat disk floating on a vast sea.
Oh, okay.
The all is water, which comes down to us through a passage from metaphysics in the work. Aristotle reported Thales' theory that the arch of originating principle of nature was a single material substance, water.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard about that.
Okay.
I didn't know that was his name, though. That's cool. Yeah, he was a great philosopher. So what was the bar?
They buy our leaders easier than I could buy a feature.
They buy our leaders easier than I could buy a feature.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the genius always end up on the tightest leashes.
Oh, wait.
Giants.
I didn't know.
Like you was born yesterday and you gon' die a fetus. The mind's philosophy is old, the stylus of my leaders. The mind is quite elitist, that's why they...
The mind's philosophy is old.
Yeah, he's saying like I know so much. I'm as wise as the first philosopher ever known in the western part of the world. You know, like that's
All
how
of us. He's saying all of us have that much philosophy in our mind. Because just before that he said your mind is elitist. Like, it is elite. Like,
No, I don't think so. I think he's saying that the mind of the elites.
no.
The mind's philosophy is old, the stylus of...
No, sorry guys.
Trying to sell us diet Jesus. That's like dialysis was trying to sell us diabetes. Act like you was born yesterday and you gon' die a fetus. The mind's philosophy is old, the stylus of my leaders. The mind is quite elitist, that's why they like quiet preachers.
The mind is quite elitist.
That's why they like quiet
That's
preachers.
why they're like quiet preachers, because...
Or that's
you
why
use
they
your
like
mind,
quiet
right?
preachers.
Quiet preachers.
This one, I thought I heard
Because
differently.
he did a wordplay on quiet and quite. That's why it's quite twice. Because he said your mind is quite elitist. That's why they're like quiet preachers.
I thought he said that their mind is quite elitist, and that's why they like quiet preachers or choir preachers. So I just heard it wrong the first time.
Yeah, it's fucking... then the philosophy bar, yeah, it just... Oh my god, man. It's just look into all that shit. Look into yourself.
Is old, the stylus of my leaders. The mind is quite elitist, that's why they like quiet preachers. They buy our leaders easier than I could buy a feature. That's why the genius always end up on the tightest leashes. That's how I wrote my whole entire thesis. My heart and flesh are racing, that's why I get complacent. That's why y'all get impatient, y'all don't get the invitation. I'm sitting courtside with the nurses during visitation, watching the vitals with some popcorn in anticipation.
Watching the vitals with some pop twist.
So he's saying that he's so in tune with this shit. Hold up.
delicious. That's how I wrote my whole entire thesis. My heart and flesh are racing. That's why I get complacent. That's why y'all get impatient. Y'all don't get the invitation. I'm sitting courtside with the nurses during visitation, watching the vitals with some popcorn in anticipation.
Right? So he's talking about like astral projection. How when it's time for him to die, or if they were to take him out, because the genius always has the tightest leashes, then he would astral project and watch his body die and just eat popcorn, because they can't take me out, dog. Like, I know too much. My mind has too much philosophy in it. I know too much shit for them to take me out in the way that they take these fools out.
Yeah, I thought he was also just talking about how, like, he gets complacent and... Right, he's saying he gets complacent?
I think so.
And so he has to go, like, he watches the game, like, right, they're playing a game. And so they're watching the game on the sideline with the nurses to try to help revive you from after he sit on the sidelines waiting, you know?
Okay.
I don't know what that means. Maybe you're 100% right.
Yeah, that's how I see it. I, like, see the mental picture of it, too. He's just, like, chilling, like, yeah, they got me, but, like, I'm still here. You know?
Right.
That's how I wrote my whole entire thesis. My heart and flesh are racing. That's why
my heart and flesh are racing. That's why you don't get no invitation.
I get complacent.
That's why I get hold up.
I wrote my whole entire thesis. My heart and flesh are racing. That's why I get complacent. That's why y'all get impatient. Y'all don't get the invitation. I'm sitting courtside with the nurses during visitation, watching the vitals with some popcorn in anticipation.
Is he watching himself?
Yeah. Oh, maybe he's talking about his whole shit. Like, his whole shit is him, he is astral projecting through life, pretty much.
Like, he drops it, and it's just, like, amazing, but it's, like, kind of in the back, not upright in everybody's face. It's, like...
I don't know. It's kind of threw me off the end part. I'm sitting courtside with the nurses watching my vitals in anticipation. So I think he's saying that he's so in tune with this shit that he's astral projecting, and he's watching himself go through life doing this thing, and they're watching the vitals, see how he's doing, make sure he's alright in case he needs to go back into his body. Some crazy shit like that. I'm not sure. Help us out with that one. The heart and the tongue. But just prior to that is because he said my heart and my flesh are racing.
Yeah, I thought he meant like every decision that he makes is so important, right? So it's like, kind of like you're saying, but I just didn't think of projecting on oneself, you know?
Yeah.
He's sitting there watching a movie of himself.
Yeah, just watching the vitals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking cool.
Like, he needs to watch the moves in life to make it to where he's at, you know? Like, he's smarter than the average Joe.
Yeah. Or...
he's wise.
Or watching the vitals of the game. Of the industry.
So that's what I was saying, like the basketball game, you know, he's watching himself kind of stay on the sidelines while all these other people are getting out there.
Of the game, the industry dying, the vitals to go down so that he can...
That's what I was more so thinking of.
That's cool. Yeah. Chance the Rapper, man, officially welcome to the channel. Hope you guys enjoy that. Thank you again for the request. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment below some of your favorites from Chance the Rapper. We'll get to it as soon as we can. And, yeah, real reactions. We out of here.
I keep forgetting.